Hello, lovely Pisces. Welcome to my channel. I'm Bella, the Secret Psychic, and how I work is I work with my spirit guides, and so it's kind of them that's kind of sending the message about what kind of key themes are going to be coming up month for month for you for 2017. So it's a kind of general overview for you. And how I work, like I said, is with my spirit guides. And if you haven't used me before, want to know more about my services, or you want a private reading, then just look at the links below to my services, but also to my Facebook community where I give live weekly talks on all different subjects that are spiritual in nature. So just to kind of dive right in, as they say, and if you enjoy this video, please do like it and share it, or comment as well. It's greatly appreciated. But just to dive right in, it feels to me that as we start January off, there's a super empowering sense that you are taking control of situations in your life. Particularly those who've had disappointments when it comes to love, disappointments when it comes to work or friendships. It just feels to me that you're just like, nope, no more. I'm not going to have the same experience that I had in 2016. I'm taking control of things. I'm not going to battle with anybody, and I'm not going to allow people to kind of steal my light or battle with them. And for those of you who see my love reading, there's definitely like two paths that all end up marvellously in the end, I have to say. But I think it's with the same kind of attitude. Whether you stay in something or not, you're taking control of how you allow others or situations to affect you at a personal and emotional level. And with that super empoweringness, and particularly because for a lot of you, you're deciding not to battle about something, almost to let it be. You're choosing not to engage in something. You're choosing not to ride things forward. That you can't get it wrong because of that, because your light will be lifted, and whoever's trying to dim your light, or whatever circumstances are dimming your light, are not going to be able to get to you, because you're like, no more, I'm going to feed my light. Because I think for a lot of Pisces, you're so generous in nature that sometimes people take advantage of that generosity. And it's not to say that you're not going to give your generosity. I think you're just going to be very choosy about whom it's given to. And it doesn't mean you won't give it to some people who perhaps are annoying you or disappointing you, but you'll do it when they behave or are or give in a better way. And that includes those of you that are in jobs where perhaps the environment or your boss is not treating you right. You're just not going to react in the same way. In fact, you're going to be taking control, even to the point of saying, well, I'm going to find something else. I'm going to do something else. Or I'm not going to be helpful in that kind of way. Whatever it is, you're just taking control. Some of you won't know exactly how you're going to go about it, because I think it's been a long time since you've given yourself that ability or that choice to kind of do that for yourself. But because you are stealing your own light back, you're just going to go with the flow and know that things are going to be all right. Why? Because you're in control. And with you in control, you can only go right, because you're not going to allow things to get you down. You're going to find solution to things, not necessarily look and be pessimistic about things. And that again is, from January, February and March. And particularly in March, you may not feel like you know what direction you're going, but you're just going to go with it anyway, intuitively, emotionally, and sometimes well thought out as well. But you're going to go with it and it will work out for you. That I can sort of almost promise you. When it comes to April, because you've done that and you've put yourself first, from April that you've got loads of choices before you, because you have taken control. So whether this is about you changing jobs, changing partnerships, whatever this is, you have loads of options then before you, because you've done all the groundwork in January, February and March. You've kind of put all your, everything in a row, and so you're sitting there going, oh right, well I wanted to change my job, and now I've got 3. I can choose which one, again, vibrationally is good for me, that's going to lift and fill my light. If it comes to relationships, whether there's an old person coming back, because I know for some of you that will be, or maybe they've been there a bit earlier, but you haven't put up with their mess of them, or their drama. But in that kind of month, finally they're doing and saying the right thing in the right kind of healthy way, or you've decided not to because you just don't want that anymore. In that kind of month, you've got, oh well, I've got 3 choices. It's good. Because you've manifested it, you've taken control, and because you've taken control about your own happiness and who and what circumstances bother you, you've then built this kind of abundance of choice before you, where you can sit there going, I might want that one today, or actually I'm going to choose that choice. It's really good. And I say that you can't make a bad choice, because you have invited and manifest these things towards you, and you've been led by your own intuition vibrationally towards this positive. You cannot choose, even though you've got more than one choice, you can't make the wrong choice. And I don't even get you panicking about making the wrong choice, because you will make the right choice. You will make the right choice. And it feels emotionally fulfilling and lifting, because for you, Pisces, it feels very much about your well-being, your light being lit aflame all the time, no matter what. And you just being really grateful as you come to May that you've made some choices that just make you feel super strong, super empowering, and that for some of you, where you felt that there's something wrong with you in either your abilities or something wrong with you in a connection, that some things keep happening, saying you're going to realize that actually it wasn't anything to do about you, it was to do with other people. And so because of that, as my old analogy, you are standing in your own pool of water with 2 cups, knowing that you can sip that water anytime you want, because you have abundance of it just flowing all around you. I love that analogy. So I say it so often, but it's so true. That's the feeling that you have. You're emotionally grateful for the balance that you personally brought into your life, the achievements that you have brought into your life, whether this is study, again, work, relationships. You've done this. So you take pride that you've done that. You do need to acknowledge that. Sorry, some of you can probably hear my little dog snoring in the background. Can't help it. I don't want to move him. But anyway, I digress. So as you come to June and July, for some of you, even if you're in a connection, because I do get here that you would have connections when it comes to relationship side of things, there is still an area of you being independent, not relying on that person to lift and light your flame. They will want to, and they do it, but you're not reliant on it. And that's a very different way of thinking. Sometimes when we get into relationships or we start a new job or whatever it is, we sometimes expect or have expectations that that experience or that job or that person will make us feel better. But there's a realization with you that it's not about that. It's about you doing things to make yourself feel better about things greatly. And once you recognize you have that power within you, that's what brings you harmony and balance, because you just know that when you put yourself first and you're making the right choices, because they feel better to you intuitively, that's brought you this balance, this empowerment, that actually you don't need someone or something to do that for you, because you can do it for yourself. So I hope that makes sense. And then in August, you're just inspired, because things have been going so well, and you realise that you're the power of you've got the power to do and manifest things and allow who and what affects you, that you just, like a little beaver to me, I'm being shown that you're sort of beavering away, making new plans, and you're really methodical about it, like in a very practical sense. So this could be the time also you might just be clearing your wardrobe out. It could also be that you're making a big plan that in 2018 you're going to fly around the world. This is the time that you're beavering and making plans, and you're really super happy to do it, because you realise that you have the power to control things greatly. This is the energy that we're in this year. It's very foundation setting, it's very awakening for us, and you are going to be the master of that. Again, because you're beavering away, you're super excited. It's get you super excited energy, that you're just sort of like, okay, it's not just one thing, it's more than one thing, that you just get so excited that you realise that you can just make anything happen. Okay, I want to have this kind of relationship, and actually the relationship I want to get married, and actually I'm going to plan for that right now, because I know the connection I have is going to do that for me. I know where it's leading, because I've made that choice, and I've made a good choice, vibrationally and intuitively, because I knew would it be good for me, because I've chose somebody that's not going to dim my light. I just get that kind of energy in August, September. It's super excited, super busy, super everything, in lots of different, like your fingers in lots of different pies, but all in a super good way. In October, I think watch your money, I think, in October, because if I've overspent the months before, or planned maybe too well, or had too much of a good time, that actually October is being asked by my guides for you to just watch your pennies, to don't get too enthusiastic and carried away that you're then leaving yourself in a bit of a stinky place when it comes to money. That's coming up as being sort of important as well. And I think it's probably the only time then that that you might have an acknowledgement that somebody might be, or a situation might be, trying to tip you off that empowerment rod that you've got yourself into. But because you've got a lot more self-awareness, you will recognize it and shoot it down or step away, because it's not going to tip you into perhaps where it would have tipped you before, particularly emotionally as well. In November time, news about children, so again, fertility around that time is something to be aware of, or you might be hearing about a young child, and particularly something about an award, or there's something about children. That's all I can say in that month. And also, I think, just with that theme of children, because you have this balance and this beautifulness, I think sometimes we all have to get in touch with our inner child and do crazy childish things, but in a good, super healthy way. There's lots of playfulness coming out, and I would find that in relationships and connections, there's a lot of playfulness that comes out that is super bonding, but it's super fun, super fun, super fun. So just know that November time is lovely in that kind of sense. But for some of you, it'll be news around children that is good, but seems to be super key focus in that time. I feel here that in December, December, and I've said this for one of my other star signs, because things have been going really well and you've had this excitement, you've made plans, you're super empowered, you're intuitively being led, you're as balanced as you could be, everything is going right. And you've got this theme about, again, not choosing people that affect you. Somebody, or some situation, I should say, in December does seem to want to rear up to try and test just what you've learned for the entire year. And that's the words my guys use. It's like a test. But you're going to pass that test, because you're not going to want to hear it from somebody, or you're not going to let that, again, that experience or somebody try just at the end of the year, just when you've had a really good time, take that away. Like you're turning your back on people or situations or environments trying to do that to you. So in a way, you then pass the test, because what you've done is you've grown up throughout the year. You've spiritually grown up, and you really have learnt, you really have evolved, so that you, again, carry on as you go into the next couple of years with the same kind of mental attitude, which is, I can only allow people to affect me if I allow them to affect me. I can only let situations allow them to affect me if I allow it. I can take control, and even if that's scary or difficult, if I take those steps to take that control so that my light is always lifted, then nobody can make me feel that way. And actually, it's not so bold anymore. It's actually super empowering that I can actually manifest and create all the abundance that I need. So I do hope that it's helped you today in giving you a general sort of theme and overview about the journey that you'll be going on, very emotionally, but very successfully, also at a practical level for a lot of you in 2017. And I've been better. But like I said, if you want to know more about my services, or you liked this, do you like it, do share it, or you want to know more about my services, look at the links below. And it's been super my privilege to give you that kind of general overview about the key themes to be thinking about for you in 2017. Looks like it's going to be a super empowering year for you all. Take care. Bye-bye.